Ikaw po ba basta pumirma lang? Doon sa sinasabi, wala kang ginawa? O alamin mo kung sino po ang nag-utos?
Mr. Chair, when the memorandum came to me, I assume that it came from our higher-ups, Mr. Chair, because none of this...
Okay, will you allow Congressman Acop to interject?
Yes, Mr. Chair. Kailangan ko ng backup na, General.
Okay.
Sabi mo, may dokumento. Ano sagot mo kay Honorable Busita? Was the order given verbally or documented?
Yes, Mr. Chair, when I was the OIC...
Ano nga, dalawa lang papipilian mo eh. Paiwas ka kagad eh. Do not be a lawyer here. Alam kong abogado ka eh. Believe din ako sa'yo, pinagtatakpan mo yung boss mo eh. Pinagtatakpan mo. Ako naman no, at tagal natin sa serbisyo, pinagbubula mo pa ako.
My department heads. According nga dun sa Section 44 po na naturan ninyo, General Supervision and Control po ang trabaho ng Mayor. Ang department head po is Technical Supervision. Kaya nag-hire po tayo ng mga technical people na nakakaalam po ng trabaho nila kasi hindi po kaya talaga ng Mayor sa dami ng trabaho. Kasi kung rinireport po sa akin yan, Your Honor, lump sum na.
Correct.
Kaya hindi ko po, wala kung lahat po sa dami ng real property namin, sa dami ng business establishment namin sa Porac.
Ilan ho yung business establishment sa inyo?
Nung naupo ako na nasa almost 2,000 siguro, pero ngayon nasa 3,228. And our real property, 90,000, Your Honor. Sabi nga po, pag report nila po sa akin yan, nasa lump sum na lang kasi kung tigisa-isain ko po yan, wala na pong matatrabaho ang mayor considering talaga noon po
mahirap po talaga.
Mahirap
po talaga ang trabaho ng isang mayor.
Yes, Your Honor po.
Dahil nung ako isang city mayor, maliit lang ho yung city namin, ang land area namin kasi laki lang ng Metro Manila. So ganun ho yung land area nung binabantayan ko nung ako mayor. But since nasa probinsya kami, ang registered na negosyante doon is almost 9,000 na registered na negosyante sa amin. Pero somehow, katulad yun, naka-SGLG din ho kami. So kung naka-SGLG ho kayo, means seal of good local governance, that means nakita nyo, nababantayan nyo yun. Di ba? So it is not a reason na marami negosyante. Kasi ang gusto natin, pag mayor tayo, mas marami negosyante, mas maganda para sa munisipyo ho natin. Pero ang hindi ko lang ho masakyan po, na meron ho silang revenue na 3 billion a year, pero tinatanggap ho natin yung certificate of non-revenue ng isang kumpanya dun sa isang lugar ninyo. Kaya nga ho, I would like to ask is the BIR here? Is the BIR present?
Last question, Congressman Gomez.
Last two, Mr. Chair. Thank you. BIR, siguro, bukas pa yung, yung opisina nyo. Pwede nyo bang makuha ngayon yung binayad na taxes ng, ang pangalan ng kumpanya, Mayor?
Lucky South 99, Your Honor.
Lucky South 99. Is that the registered corporation in your municipality?
Yes, Your Honor.
At yun yung nagbabayad ng business tax sa inyo?
Ang full name po, Mr. Chair, Lucky South 99 Outsourcing Incorporated.
Okay, it is only 3:30 in the afternoon and I'm very sure that the BIR can get the records of that. Simulan na ho natin sa 2016 hanggang ngayon. Konti lang naman yun. Mas mabuksan yun. Doon na lahat ng records.
Mr. Chair.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Unfortunately, nag-declare ng hanggang 2 p.m. lang yung pasok kanina sa BIR. But, yung Malacanang po. However, Mr. Chair, I can confirm na may binabayad po yan. Kasi po, based nun sa recent Pogolo, ang GGR, pinapadala po sa amin ng PAGCOR yan.
What is GGR?
Gross Gaming Revenues po.
Okay.
Kaya walang takas po talaga sila ngayon kasi yung PAGCOR, pinapadala po sa amin kung magkano yung revenues na kinikita nila. Tapos, yun din po ang...
So, as a government agency, how will you react to the LGU of Porac? Sinasabi na walang profit, walang income yung Pogo na naka-station sa kanila.
Very impossible.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Lastly, location yung location ng Pogo. Sabi niyo umiikot pa ho kayo ng Angeles?
Yes, Your Honor.
Paano po 'yun? So yung property kunyari, ito yung property nila. Paglabas na ng kalsada dito, Angeles na 'yon.
Angeles po.
Gaano kalaki ho yung property?
Around 100 hectares po yung buong property. Hindi po, yung ano po, 8.6 hectares.
8.6 hectares. Ilang titulo po yun?
I'm not sure on.
Sa BPLO, the administrator would know siguro.
Oo, dapat.
Or kung nandyan yung office of the building official ninyo,
Building official.
malalaman mo kung ilang titles meron yung lugar nila.
Good afternoon po, Mr. Chair. Based on submitted records po.
Okay, last.
Yes, last question.
9 titles po yung...
Ilan?
9 titles po yung...
9 titles. At pakiconfirm po kung tama po yung sinasabi ko na lahat ng titulo na ini-issue, kailangan meron ng road right of way.
Yes po.
Correct?
Yes po.
So, paano po nangyayari yun, Mr. Mayor, na ang sinasabi nyo, isa lang ho yung daanan?
Actually, yung property po, nakabakod siya sa likod, tapos yung dadaanan mo dun sa walang nakabakod is a private property.
Hindi ho kayo nagtataka na yung property nila ay nakabakod tapos hindi ho dumadaan sa lugar ninyo. At kayo po na mayor, kailangan dumaan pa ho kayo sa ibang bayan sa Angeles para lang ma-inspect yung lugar sa Porac. Tama po ba yun?
Yun po ang actually sad reality na
At yun po hindi nyo po kinorekt at hindi ho kayo nagtaka doon, Mayor?
Nadatnan ko na lang po rin yan, Your Honor.
Mr. Chairman,
sa dami na rin
at this point, I rest my case. At least nakita ho natin yung inconsistencies at saka yung mga dapat kailangan ayusin ng isang LGU sa magandang klase mga bagay, no? Especially, Mr. Chair, with regards to local government unit income, napakalaking bagay po noon. Nasa ganun, yung kanilang munisipyo, kung umaani po ng at least isang negosyo out of the 3,000 negosyante doon, 3 billion isang taon, Mr. Chair, dapat bantayan nila ng mabuti yung ginagawa nila. Otherwise, the BIR must look into the documents of the said LGU, pati na rin po ang DLG kung ano kailangan lang gawin. And the Bureau, ang BLGF, Bureau of
Local Government Finance. Local
Government Finance, correct, ang BLGF. Kailangan po. Mr. Chair, thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Congressman Gomez. So we will be recognizing Congressman Bosita. But prior to that, there's a brief interjection of Congresswoman Luistro. Go ahead, Congresswoman Luistro.
Yes, this is addressed to Mayor Kapil. Mayor, earlier sabi niyo po, while being asked by Congressman Goma, sobrang dami ng trabaho ng mayor. And the reason why you are engaging technical assistants, department heads, para matulungan kayo. Di po ba?
Your Honor.
Yun po yung sagot nyo when you are being asked by the Honorable Gomez kung bakit hindi nyo na-monitor yung revenue na 3 billion per year. Are you aware, Mayor Kapil, of the principle of command responsibility?
Yes, Your Honor.
Maaari nyo po ba kaming i-enlighten what is your understanding about command responsibility?
Dun sa section 444 po, General Supervision and Control, ang ibig po sabihin, may general supervision ako as mayor. The department head naman, technical supervision po sila. Sila talaga ang nakakaalam po kung yung trabaho nila, halimbawa, kung sa assessment, sila po talaga ang may alam ng assessment. Sa engineering, kaya nag-hire po tayo ng mga engineers kasi sila po talaga ang may alam naman sa engineering, Your Honor.
And in addition to that, Mayor, you have to understand that for the acts and omissions committed by your subordinates, that includes your department heads, you are responsible for being their superior. Kung ito po'y one time lang, kung ito po'y 3 months lang, kung ito po'y 1 taon lang, baka nga po, sa dami ng trabaho ng mayor, hindi nyo na monitor. But according to PAGCOR, we're talking about 3 billion times 3 years. What happened to your BPLO? You have the power to inspect. Why did you not even ask for the income tax return of the corporation as well as the director sitting therein? Pagkalaki po nung gusali na iyon, it did not even raise any doubt. How come naka-zero gross revenue ito?
Your Honor, actually nung naupo po ako, talagang yung bayan namin parang walang sistema. That's why nagkaroon po kami ng reorganization. We're putting, nasa process po kami ng reorganization. We're putting right people at the right job.
Mayor, I remember you manifested that you started assuming in 2019. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And the Lucky South started operating as POGO in 2021. Meaning 2021. 2020. You mean to say, Mayor, from 2019 to 2020, hindi mo pa naayos yung payment system? And are you not prompted by the ideas of how to increase the revenue of your LGU? Kasi if you are, you will become very, very conscious of the business establishments operating in your municipality. Especially kung may napakalaking building, itong establishment na ito, it should have raised doubt or even curiosity. Sino ba ito? Ano bang meron dito? Kanina sabi niyo po, malaki ang building, pero walang right of way, naka-zero income. Parang it's quite hard to understand, Mayor, kung bakit hindi mo na-unfold, hindi mo na-discover, unless it was done intentionally. Itong 3 billion na revenue times 3 years, Mayor.
With due respect, Your Honor, in good faith po, well, in the...
I just want to give emphasis to the principle of command responsibility, Mayor, na hindi po pagka ganito, na may investigasyon na, you will just be pointing to your department heads. At sasabihin nyo, hindi nyo alam yon. May department head kayo, may BPLO kayo, may municipal engineer kayo. Please be reminded that you are responsible for the actions of your subordinates. If they are guilty of acts or omissions, you are answerable for their acts and omissions. That is command responsibility, Mayor. So please stop pointing at them. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair.
Thank you.
Mr. Chair.
Congressman Bosita, you are...
Mr.
Yes,
Chair.
please state your name and your position.
Mr. Chair, clarification lang po from the municipality at
Yes,
the African
go ahead, please.
Municipal Administrator. Basahin ko lang po, Mr. Chair, yung nire-refer po namin na provision po in Republic Act 11590 po.
Sige, go ahead.
Yung pong gross gaming tax po, equivalent to 5%, which pertains to POGO entities, Mr. Chair. Ito pong gaming tax po is imposed on POGO establishments. It is in lieu of all other direct and indirect internal revenue taxes and local taxes po with respect to gaming income. So yung POGO po, ang income po na nade-derive po niya is coming from its gaming operations. So kaya po we are not able to levy local taxes on the POGO. Yun po yung basis namin when Lucky South was began its operation as a POGO, Mr. Chair. Clarification lang po. Salamat.
So what we're discussing about is the revenue that is derived from the POGO operation is basically on the taxes.
Opo.
Not the GRR, yung sa gross ng nakukuha nila sa operation.
Mr. Chair, our submission is that since it is a
They're
POGO...
claiming exemption on that.
Opo. Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay.
That's our position.
That is your claim in accordance to what you have read.
Mr. Chair, yes po, that's correct.
Okay.
Thank you.
And copy.
Nevertheless, Mr. Chair.
Yes, lastly, Congresswoman Luistro, you're beyond the time that is
Yes,
being
I know.
allotted to you. Go ahead.
Mr. Chair, I just want to state for the record na although the same is still subject to verification by the committee, the provision that you had shared a while ago, mali pa rin po kasi nag-declare sila ng zero. Dapat dineclare nila yung totoong revenue as declared with PAGCOR and then they claim the exemption. That is if we will be following the exemption as provided in the provision that you shared.
Okay,
Chair, clarification lang.
Okay, Congressman Lara.
Kay Mayor Kapil lang, nabanggit nyo kanina na walang road right of way. Tanong ko lang, sinong gumawa ng actual na kalsada papunta doon?
Yung ibig ko po sabihin, yung the whole area, the 100 hectares, wala pong road right of way going to Porac. Ang right of way niya, Angeles. Hindi naman po yung Pogo, yung Pogo, yung area po doon, Pogo site, ang entry exit niya po is Angeles po talaga, Your Honor.
So ang gumawa din ng kalsada papunta doon is Angeles. May access sila sa kalsada ng Angeles.
May access po sila sa kalsada ng Angeles, Your Honor.
Public road ang access nila.
Yes, Your Honor, public road going to Angeles po.
So alam talaga ng lahat na sa Angeles na may kalsada papunta doon sa Pogo.
Yes, sir, Your Honor. Yun lang po talaga ang access road going there. Kaya nga po kung pupunta, sana po kung mapasyalan natin kung pupunta kayo sa...
Maintained yun, yung kalsadang yun, maintained. Ibig sabihin, maayos yung kalsada papunta doon.
Maayos naman po, Your Honor.
Yeah. Yun lang po, Mr. Chair.
I would like to interject, Congressman, Deputy Speaker, Senior Deputy Speaker, Don Gonzales, you are recognized.
Mayor, ang tanong ni Congressman Jojo, kung yung access road going to the area of 10 hectares, how many kilometers is that from the provincial highway or national highway? Yun ang tanong niya, kasi hindi ka naman makakapasok doon. Ang tanong niya, sinong nagpagawa doon sa papuntang Porac? Alam ko kasi tika Pampanga tayo pareho, di ba?
Good afternoon po. Actually po, yung nagpagawa ng area po ng Gran Palacio is yung owner po.
What's your name and your designation, please?
Engineer Glenn Lanzano.
So you're the municipal engineer?
Yes po.
Okay.
So, ilan ang haba nun, ilan ang lapad nun, nung kalsadang ginawa nyo na galing dun sa, kay Tatang Perto ba yan?
Yes po.
So, from Tatang Perto's place to the back, ilang kilometro po yan, ilang haba?
Dun po sa... Actually po, yung una po, yung nagpagawa ng daan po is yung owner po. Nung connecting to Friendship Highway po.
Okay, Friendship, alam ko na yung Friendship.
Opo.
From Friendship to the area of the 10 hectares Pogo, how many kilometers is that?
Check ko lang po, Your Honor. More or less 2.5 kilometers po.
2.5 kilometers pinagawa ng owner?
Yes po.
Magkano, ikaw engineer ka, magkano yung 2.5 kilometers kung ilang video na saka engineer din si Congressman Lara?
Actually po, yung kasing may entrance sila two-way, Your Honor. Tapos...
So ilang width yung two-way? 10 meters?
Mga 8 meters po yung isang lane.
Plus 10 meters
isang lane po, dun sa entrada po. Pero yung kasunod po nun, going to the boundary po ng Porac is magkasama na po yung lane, mga almost 10 meters po.
Kaya nga 10 meters yung width. Ngayon, 10 meters yung width, times mo ng 2,500, ilang cubic meters yun. Kaya 2.5 times mo ng 1,000, that is 2,500. Pare, tama. Times mo ng 10, ha? Almost 50 million yung worth ng kalsada. Ngayon, ang question dito, ang nagpagawa ba nun yung landowner o yung gobyerno?
As para po sa akin po, yung owner po yung nagpagawa po.
Anong pangalan talaga ng owner nito lupa?
Doon po sa mga application namin po ng building permit is yung Cruz siblings po.
Cruz siblings si Tatang Perto. Kilala mo si Tatang Perto?
Mga anak niya po. Yung
so si Roberto Cruz.
Opo.
So kung Roberto Cruz and family.
Yes,
so
po.
they own the property.
Yes po.
So sigurado ka nagpagawa nun, ha? Sila Cruz.
Sila Cruz. Actually po, for clarification lang po, Your Honor, kamukha po nang nasabi ko, yung entrada po kasi, nasa gitna yung boundary ng Porac po. Dun sa Angeles po. From Friendship, entry po ng guardhouse nila sa gitna. So, ito pong site ng unang entrada natin from Friendship Highway is Angeles side po yun. Yung
from Friendship, ito, dito. Pero tayong tiga Pampanga. Clark yan, di ba?
Opo.
Unang bayan ng Porac from Angeles.
Santa Cruz po.
Santa Cruz. Pagkatapos sa Santa Cruz.
Manibaw po.
Saan located yung 10 hectares?
Sa address po nila is adjacent po ng Santa Cruz, Pulong Maba.
So, anong barangay yung sa 10 hectares na Pogo na yan?
Actually po, wala po silang declaration ng barangay.
Hindi pwede mo ng declaration ng barangay.
Pulong Maba po yung address nila dun sa title, Your Honor. Kaya
hindi
po...
pwede, boss. Kasi hindi pwedeng walang description po yung titulo kung saan located. Kung sa Cruz po yan o Manibawog.
Your Honor, for clarification din po, as per record din po, yung Pulong Maba po kasi nung una is dissolved barangay. And then, kahit tignan nyo po sa record ng province, yung mga income po nila is wala pong nagkiklaim sa province since wala pong nagkiklaim talagang barangay, Your Honor, dun sa Pulong Maba area po, specifically po.
Sabi nga ng mga lawyers, documents are best evidence. So kung pwede po, bigyan nyo kami ng dokumento kasi kung
yes po, Your Honor.
sasagutan, pwedeng bigyan mo na lang kami ng dokumento.
Yes po, Your Honor.
Para makita po natin. Engineering, baka gusto mo magtanong?
No. May ano pa, mahaba ka, Chairman Paduano. So let those who are manifested their intention to interpolate be recognized first. So Congressman Bosita, you have the floor right now.
Mr. Chair, during the last hearing, nabanggit po ni ASEC PAOK, General Cruz, na sa likod po ng illegal POGOs, merong kidnappings, killings, torture, prostitutions, love scam, and etc. And Mr. Chair, katulad po ng illegal gamblings, other illegal gamblings, illegal drugs, bawal naman talaga yan, pero nahihirapan po yung ating law enforcement units para dito. Ang kagandahan lang po ngayon, Mr. Chair, may pronouncement ng ating Pangulo para sa total ban ng POGOs. Meaning, parang nakikita po natin, wala nang dapat ikatakot yung ating law enforcement personnel para labanan itong illegal o itong POGOs. However, Mr. Chair, during the last hearing also, we found out na may mga police personnel ang CIDG na nag-operate, positive ang resulta, nagsampa sila ng kaso, so mahina na ang kaso ngayon dahil pinagsisibak, pinagtatapon yung mga operatiba kung saan-saang lugar, kung saan-saang reassignment. And Mr. Chair, kung hindi natin ito bibigyan ng special attention, though may pronouncement ang ating Pangulo, itong banning ng POGOs, parang mapapahalintulad ito sa mga illegal drugs and other illegal gamblings. Parang yung mga tinatawag na guerrilla operations, andyan pa rin. Kaya napakahalaga po, Mr. Chair, malaman natin ano ba talaga nangyari doon sa police personnel na nagtrabaho, minalas pa. Mr. Chair, with respect to General Karamat, then CIDG Director, meron po tayong kopya dito. Termination of designation of Police Colonel Buyakaw. Siya po ang dating Regional Chief ng RFU NCR, CIDG. Na-terminate siya sa position niya last April 17, 2024. Mr. Chair, ang tanong lang po natin to General Karamat, ano po ba ang naging ground at na-terminate sa position itong si Colonel Buyakaw? May grounds po ba tayo dito, Mr. Chair?
May
basihan po ba tayo legally?
Okay.
O
You're asking
General Karamat, Mr. Chair?
General Karamat. Okay, go ahead.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman, and to all the honorable members of this committee. Muli, fellow workers in the government, isang magandang hapon sa ating lahat. First of all, I would like to thank this committee for bringing out this matter regarding the relief of those personnel who are involved in the operation of POGO. Actually, gustong-gusto ko na itong ma-clarify o ma-clear itong pangalan ko dahil I am being judged through social media and even sa mga newspapers alleging that I am a protector of the media because of the relief of those personnel involved in the operation. So, to all the netizens and to all the media who are present here, please take note. I have a presentation here why Colonel Buyakaw was relieved. Paki-present nga yung IBP ko.
Mr. Chair, will we allow him to present?
Yes, how many minutes?
One slide lang, sir.
One slide lang. You have 1, 2, 3, 4. Sige, we will allow it.
Okay, next slide. Okay, next. Sir, that was a memorandum coming from DPRM addressed to the Director CIDG. Ako po yung Director din, to relieve Colonel Buyakaw of his post. In short, I was not the one because the relief of Colonel Buyakaw as insinuated by anybody that nirelieve ko siya dahil doon sa pag-operate niya doon sa Pugo in Banban. I was just following orders coming from national headquarters, so I implemented that memorandum coming from DPRM to relieve Colonel Buyakaw. Yung mga sinasabing na wipe out yung mga personnel niya nakasama doon sa operation sa Bamban, some of those personnel, when Colonel Buyakaw was relieved of his post, some of his officers and men personally requested to be transferred. Alam naman natin na kapag bago ang boss, iba ng gusto nila, sumunod doon sa boss or they ask for the transfer. So in short, and simple language, hindi po ako nagpa-relieve kay Colonel Buyakaw and others. Thank you, Your Honor.
So, Mr. Chair, meaning, lahat po ng personnel under Colonel Buyakaw voluntarily nagpa-relieve.
Except for Colonel Buyakaw, sir, who was relieved by the DPRM. Actually, the one who signed the memorandum addressed to the Director CIDG is beside me right now, sir, who was then the OIC of DPRM, the person of Major General Bakay, sir.
Okay, thank you, General Karamat, sir. General Bakay, sir. Nabasa ko po, ikaw yung signatory doon sa instruction, sa directive to relieve Colonel Buyakaw from his post as Regional Chief and CRCIDG. Ano po ba yon? May nag-utos po ba sa inyo or merong board resolution?
Mr. Chair, magandang hapon po sa atin lahat, Mr. Chair. And to the honorable members of this committee and other resource persons. Mr. Chair, when I am the signatory of that memorandum directed to the Director of CIDG in my capacity as the officer in charge of Directorate for Personnel and Records Management. I am now with the Directorate for Investigation and Detective Management, Mr. Chair. The orders for given to classmate General Karamat, sir, came from the higher ups. It's a command guidance and in short and simple language, Mr. Chair, I was just following orders to implement to give orders for the relief of Colonel Buyakaw, Mr. Chair.
In other words, Mr. Chair, naglabas ng memorandum si General Bakay, then assigned DPRM in compliance with the instruction of another senior officer. Am I right, General Bakay?
Opo, Mr. Chair.
Yung po bang instruction na yan, General Bakay, sir, is it verbal or written?
The preparation of the memorandum, Mr. Chair, is coming from our publication, which is just a section of DPRM, and I'm not at liberty or free to determine and say kung paano po binigay yung orders, Mr. Chair. But regardless, pagdating po sa DPRM, it's coming from the higher ups, Mr. Chair, from the command.
Clarify ko lang, Mr. Chair, doon sa section or division under DPRM, hindi po yan ang issue. Ang signatory po sa orders, memo, si General Bakay. Meaning, may nag-utos kay General Bakay. Tama po ba?
In a sense, yes, Mr. Chair.
Yes.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
You know that. Hindi mo naman gagawin yun kung wala instruction sa'yo. Dahil walang naman po yung instruction eh. Either written or verbal. Is it verbal or written, General Bakay, sir?
I cannot say, Mr. Chair, because the memorandum came in my table for it to be signed already in that form. And hindi ko po alam from the, if I may ask yung staff who prepared it from that section, Mr. Chair, if the order was written or verbally. I am not of possession of that knowledge, Mr.
Mr. Chair, pag ikaw ang head of office, especially third level police commission officer, ito si General Buyakaw, Colonel Buyakaw, hindi ka basta peperma eh. Are you telling us na pagdating sa table mo, perma ka lang? No. Tama po ba?
It is assumed, Mr. Chair, when these types of orders are given to DPRM, it has passed
Chair.
through the command group.
Okay,
The
Congressman,
first person is not answering the question
Yes.
of the Honorable Busita appropriately.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
we will be reminding the resource speaker to answer directly the question. Kasi ang tanong naman po ay napaka-simple lang, and even our members who are here can answer it directly. So be truthful, General Bakay, please. Please reply to the query of Congressman Busita.
Ano po ba yung instruction? Direct sa'yo or dumaan sa staff po ninyo?
Dumaan po si staff namin,
Okay, Mr. Chair, nandiyan po ba yung concerned staff?
Not present, Mr. Chair.
Sino po yon? General Bakay, sir?
From our publication section, Mr. Chair, who prepares the memo brings it to me for signature, Mr. Chair.
Okay, Mr. Chair, dahil wala po yung concerned staff ni General Bakay, and sayang naman yung oras natin, you, as the head of office, ikaw po ba basta pumirma lang? Doon sa sinasabi mo po ninyong directive? Ano po yan senior officer yan? Third level commission officer? Na hindi naman po ma-promote yan without the approval of the President? Kung yan po ay patrolman, pwede siguro. General Bakay, sir.
Indeed, sir, but there are also instances where orders are given, even verbally, and all DPRM have to do is issue it, Mr. Chair.
So, gusto po ba ninyong sabihin na hindi ka nagtanong, pumirma ka lang?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
So, kung pumirma ka lang po, ibig po ba sabihin, wala kang ginawa o alamin mo kung sino po ang nag-utos?
Mr. Chair, when the memorandum came to me, I assume that it came from our higher-ups, Mr. Chair, because none of this...
Okay, will you allow Congressman Acop to interject?
Yes, Mr. Chair, kailangan ko ng backup na general.
Before I recognize General Acop, mayroon lang ako maliit na, General Acop, ito lang sasabihin ko, I still cannot comprehend that after a successful operation of those personnel, and after a week, marerelieve sila. And it's still lingering in my mind why. And now, it's becoming clearer and clearer. Congressman, Chairman Acop, you have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. General Bakay, you are a classmate of General Karamat, di po ba?
Opo, Mr. Chair.
At pwede naman siya ang nakipag-usap sa iyo para mag-issue ka ng order. Tama rin po ba?
May I ask again for the question, Mr. Chair?
Ang tinatanong ko lang, mag-classmate po kayo. Sinagot mo, oo. O pwede kayong mag-classmate, mag-usap. Pwedeng mag-request si General Karamat sa iyo, pakitransfer mo nga itong si Colonel Buyakaw or whoever he is. Di po ba? Pwede yun?
Pwede po, Mr. Chair.
Pwede. Pero pag tinanong ko yun, kung nangyari, sabihin mo, hindi nangyari. Tama?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Yes. Now, you are the OIC of DPRM. And as such, you're not the permanent director of that directorial staff. And therefore, you must be more meticulous dahil ikaw ay OIC lamang. Would that be correct?
Correct, Mr. Chair.
Yes. Pero in this instance, hindi ka naging meticulous. Alam natin na sa PNP, orders are given by higher authorities. Correct si Honorable Busita verbally and with a document. In this case, sabi mo, may dokumento. Ano sagot mo kay Honorable Busita? Was the order given verbally or documented?
Yes, Mr. Chair. When I was the OIC...
Ano nga? Dalawa lang papipilian mo eh. Paiwas ka kagad eh. Do not be a lawyer here. Alam kong abogado ka eh. Pero ang tanong ko lang sa iyo, ano, verbal o written yung order na binigay sa iyo for you to issue orders to transfer Colonel Buyakaw?
The order did not came from... I did not receive any order, Mr. Chair.
Why did you sign it? OIC ka.
Yes,
Bakit
Mr.
hindi ka ba dapat nagtanong? Pwede kang pakainan ng pipirman mo, death sentence mo?
Well, yes, Mr. Chair, I am...
Turo sa kanyan, di ba? Sa law school?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Before you sign or implement anything, mag-imbestiga ka muna kung totoo. And you failed to do that?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Yes. Believe din ako sa iyo, pinagtatakpan mo yung boss mo eh. Sino ba chief PNP nun?
The current Chief PNP now, Mr. Chair.
Yung current?
General Romel Marbilon, Mr. Chair.
Si General Marbil. O, pinagtatakpan mo. Ako naman, no? At tagal natin sa serbisyo, pinagbubula mo pa ako. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Wala tayong quorum eh.
Yeah, okay.
Mr. Chair, to continue with all...
You're not yet done.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay, I thought you're done.
Hindi pa ako tapos, Mr. Chair.
Okay, sige, go ahead.
Mr. Chair, parang Tama po yung I agree with the Honorable Chairman Akop. Pero parang bitin eh. Mr. Chair, pwede po ba ma-invite natin? By the way, General Bakay, sir, sino po ba yung concerned staff mo doon sa publication?
General Bakay, yung bang, I'm sorry, Congressman Busita, yung staff natin na nag-prepare ng documents, anong pangalan po niya?
May we be allowed to
Yes,
research, Mr. Chair?
Ano lang naman yung staff nyo lang na nag-prepare ng documents? We're asking just for the name. Yeah. Are you asking the name of that person?
Yes, Mr. Chair, yung head or chief of publication.
Please reply.